Hello and welcome to Football United TV. I'm your host, back again, Matt King, and we're here with my brother Dan. How you doing, sir?
I'm right, mate. Better after Monday night's win, and sadly, even better after your demise this evening.
Very big demise for Man United. Lost points, lost positions in the table, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, we were just saying that I think if we win our game in hand now, that puts us 5 ahead of you, which is not great for you for the running for fourth, top 4 finish, but takes a bit of pressure off us. But we've got to play Wolves. We've got Wolves. We've got Wolves away, Burnley away, Everton away, Leicester away. There are 4 tricky games coming up. But should we talk about? Well, where do you want to start today?
Let's talk about I guess the Wolves and Man United game. Obviously, not a good result for Man United. How do you feel that relates now to what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to do for the upcoming fixtures that he's got? He's got obviously a very tough home leg against Barcelona. I mean, he's just taken over as manager and he hasn't done too well. I don't know. What do you make?
Look, Wolves they've had an unbelievable season. I think you're unlucky tonight. From what I've only seen bits and watched the whole game. They looked a bit apprehensive and they weren't playing their regular free flowing football. You missed Rashford today.
Definitely, yeah.
I don't know. I can't see beating Barcelona in the Champions League over 2 legs. So I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's got to put all his eggs in the get all in one basket and focus on getting back into the top 4. It's not possible. Spurs are on a slippery slope. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow night at their new home ground? At White Hart Lane that's been revamped. Palace aren't easy, but it is home. Who knows? It's so difficult to call at the minute. But it's after last night. They said, "Well, Arsenal's win tonight. You think they're stapled on now for a top 4 finish?" No, I wouldn't count my chickens at all. We got some really tough away games coming up.
Yeah, true. And obviously, like you say, going on about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the fact that obviously missing out 3 important players today didn't really help the team to do exactly what they want to do. It looked like to me Paul Pogba had to play other roles and couldn't get into the sort of positions that he really wants to get into in the game. So what do you make of that? Do you think that was Solskjaer's problem with the tactics, or do you think it was generally the fact that Wolves just got it right themselves?
Wolves are just a resilient team. They've played almost the same 11 within reason, but there were suspensions and injuries. But generally, they've had that same 11, that same setup all season, and they work like a unit. I mean, they showed. I just saw the highlight of Pogba's offside right at the end. When they move, they all move together. They're all in sync.
They're a very good unit.
To Molineux is going to have a tough game. Like, I'm not looking forward to Arsenal going to Wolves, but you tripping up tonight has given us a bumper. Spurs' continual trip ups give us a bit of a bumper. I mean, Chelsea got lucky. I think Chelsea got really lucky at the weekend with the Cardiff result. It's still interesting. It's still going to be an interesting finish to see who wins the league and who finishes in the top 4. Yeah.
Who do you think will slip up in the top 4? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I still think. I mean, look, I don't want to be a gloating Arsenal fan, but I'm really enjoying Spurs' demise. But you just don't know. They just had a poor run of form, and they might turn things round. But if we finish 3rd, I'll be over the moon. I think Emery's going to do. He's bringing in players like Ramsey, like Özil, later on into the season, into the business end of the season, who are experienced players, less reliant on the kids that he used at the beginning, and he's going for experience right now. So I feel like we should finish top 4. Top 2, obviously, that's out of dispute. And then I feel like it's us, it's Spurs, and it probably still is you, because I feel like you don't know what you're going to get with Chelsea. You just don't know at the minute.
And Man U haven't really got the greatest form at home. I can sort of see on the past results of this season. We seem to be doing a lot better away. So yeah, I think you're right. Like Man United have got it a little bit tough. We've got Chelsea, we got Man City. All right, both at home, and yeah, Chelsea are not doing so great at the moment. Like I agree with you on that as well. So it's very tough. I don't know. It's like kind of like with Man City and Liverpool at the top. I can't tell who is going to slip up. Of course, I even said on a show yesterday that it looks to me like Man City have got the easier games, but in fact they haven't. But Man City have got the experience in being in that position where Liverpool are lacking. So what are your thoughts on that as well, the top two?
I think Pep is a natural winner. He just is a natural winner. Klopp, I don't know. That I feel like Liverpool have come so far so many times, cup runs and a league run this season and last season. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like my heart says City are going to do it, and my head says City will do it. My heart wants Liverpool, even though everyone says to me, "You don't want Liverpool in the league." They're fans. You'll never hear the end of it. I don't know any Liverpool fans. I don't know anyone. I know Man United fans. I know Spurs fans.
So you never hear the start of it, basically.
No, exactly. So why does it make any difference to me? I don't know any City fans either. But
nor do I. Who does? Even Manchester doesn't know any City fans. What you want about?
Surely, so there must be some true Blues in Manchester, but outside.
I know a few Blues actually down south. They were Chelsea fans originally, but yeah, changed the lightness of the blue. It seems.
Do you want to? Should we touch on Arsenal's game? That was a good performance.
We have to.
No?
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, no, it was. It was very good. I watched the highlights. Obviously, I was out for a curry last night, but I watched the highlights and I was keeping up to date with the score. A lot of Arsenal fans that I've seen on blogs and vlogs and etc. Twitter, they were sort of saying it was an okay performance. What did you make of the performance, seeing as that's 3 points in the bag? I think that's good, but what do you make?
Agreed. Okay-ish performance, solid. I don't feel like at any point of the game watching it, I thought, Newcastle are going to cause us any trouble offensively. I thought Rondon was redundant. He didn't really do anything. Almiron, he looked pacey and, but they kept saying that Almiron had to keep coming deep because he wasn't getting any service. I think we could have scored a few more. Matt Ritchie made a really good clearance off the line off of Ramsey? No, Lacazette, where Lacazette spun and spanked it and he's headed that one off the line. I don't see what was wrong with the first goal. I felt like it was a bit of 50-50 with the shirt pulling on Papastathopoulos and who was it? Was it Ritchie again? Was it Ritchie? I think it was. And Ramsey's first goal. Ramsey's goal was good. Lacazette's goal was really, really.
That was a really nice touch, a nice lob over the keeper. Yeah, perfect.
And Aubameyang does beautiful in the build-up. He just gets that header just right. He's looking where he wants to put it. The weight's right, and he gets the right amount of lift, and that's a really good finish. But yeah, it wasn't the most exciting game. It was just a safe 3 points. Newcastle didn't really threaten.
Not at all. I don't even think they got a shot really on target apart from one.
Rondon.
Yeah. That was it. That's not really a highlight, really, is it? So yeah, I think it was a good performance. Obviously, yeah, nothing you'd like boast and brag about in a couple of years. Like that was like the one of the season. But of course, you got to look at Liverpool as well. The other day, it's not exactly that they played the best, and you scrape through them games, you win them, they bag you the points, and they get you closer to where you want to be. Mm-hmm. Europa League as well. Arsenal are coming up, right?
Yeah, we got Napoli home first, then away, which hasn't that's not the previous two games we've played our away leg first, lost both our away legs. The first one was against Barté. This is in the knockout stage. And then we beat Barté at home, and then we lost to Rennes away, and then we beat Rennes at home. So look, I just hope we can take advantage of being at home first. Get a few goals past them, and because going to Napoli is not going to be easy. I know they're not quite the same force that they were There's no, Higuain was, a big name back there a few seasons ago. Hamsik, but I don't know lots about them, but I don't think they're the squad they were.
Obviously, Koulibaly, obviously been talked about in transfer targets for big clubs recently. Very good defender for Napoli. He reminds everybody of like a Van Dijk for Liverpool. So he's a potential goal stopper. I think that'll probably be the problem with Aubameyang and Lacazette getting past him. But yeah, overall, I think Napoli are not as good as Arsenal. And I think if Arsenal want to do it, I think they have to do it at their home ground and maybe just go out and, I guess, give it their all in Napoli. But you don't want to like push too much, especially if you're like, you're on good terms on the first leg. I don't know. What do you make? What do you think their approach is going to be? Say if they're on the up on the first leg, what are they going to do on the second leg?
First leg, if I was Emery, first leg I'd be playing both strikers together, go for goals, go for high score if possible. I think we'll see Koscielny in that game as well because he's been solid at the back since he's come back. But he will stick with Cech in goal. Hopefully, look, if we can open up a margin, get a few goals and then make it difficult for them to get back in the game and not concede, because away goal is such a big thing in European football. You just got to try and eradicate that in your home leg, not concede and score as many as possible. When's Man U Barca?
Oh, I believe that is Tuesday. I believe. Don't quote me on that. I should actually look that up. I've been looking at everything else before, and I never even look until close to. It's obviously either a Tuesday or a Wednesday. You'll probably look it up for me right now. Thank you very
Wednesday.
much. There we go. Got it wrong.
I think. Well, Sky Sports app only goes as far as Tuesday. Tuesday we've got Liverpool, Porto, Spurs.
That's right. Yeah. So I'll be wearing my Porto shirt on Tuesday, by the way.
Wow.
Just to make sure.
You're such a United fan. Cannot see Liverpool.
It wasn't set up. I didn't buy it.
No, I know.
For it.
You've been, haven't you?
I've been to the Dragon Stadium, as they call it. Yeah.
I've been to Porto, but I've not been to. I saw the stadium, but I didn't get to go.
It's only a walk. You can walk around the city anyway, around Porto. Everything's pretty near. Anyway. You rode a bike round there, didn't you?
Beer bike.
That's a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get too far on a beer bike, do you? But you get too far gone. I think. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So what anything else on your mind that in football recently that you want to get off your chest? Anything?
Well, first one, let's just quickly. I don't know what's going to happen with Neil Warnock, but I like watching the highlights of Chelsea Cardiff. I was like, oh yeah, I totally feel his frustration at officials. I mean, Azpilicueta's goal, he is not a mile, but he's very offside. So I feel his frustration. And then the linesman said, oh, I couldn't see it because Willian's head was in the way. Well, that's because you moved from the corner. If you stayed at the corner flag, you'd seen that. That was quite interesting. Just I do feel for Cardiff fans because in big game if they'd have got a draw or even a win or a draw, it was massive for them. And I kind of feel for them a bit. But then,
how do you feel about him just standing in front of the referees like that?
Hilarious,
like in some sort of wild western movie, just guns drawn. He was sort of waiting there, go on, make your first move, punk. And they're like, go away, go back in the tunnel, have your orange, and shut up. But yeah, he's right to do that. I guess he's just going against the fact that you can't say anything, but at least go up to him. I guess Klopp does, when he watches the other team training, when there's before the game. You've seen him do that. He just stands there on the midway and just watches them train. It's kind of spooky. I don't like it myself, but fair enough. He didn't say anything. How can you get done for doing that? But some of his comments were not right. I guess saying I think he said if he'd have punched one of the referees, his wife wouldn't have stopped him.
Yeah, so
you can't say that, can you? You can't say that.
They also mentioned. I was listening to that on Talksport, and they mentioned that Duncan Ferguson once said the officials, the decisions were so bad they should be shot. And obviously, again, you're condoning violence, even though it's a turn of phrase. If you say it in a public manner, you can't, can you?
No.
Obviously not. And obviously, what Neil Warnock.
We agree in that.
Yeah, and Neil Warnock probably, without any sort of intent, has said like condone domestic violence, basically saying, "Oh, we should hit people if they give it." And even my wife would agree with that. I don't think it was his intention, but yeah, you have to be so careful what you say. So
I hear she's now been caught up, and she's been brought up to the FA. They're going to bring her up too.
Neil Warnock's wife.
They should do though. Well, like if you're inciting, you're inciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Dan, thanks very much for tuning in. Obviously, we've gone a tiny bit over, but I think that's obviously because we're enjoying it. Thank you very much, and I think I'll probably speak to you again. Maybe I think Arsenal playing at the weekend, aren't they, to catch up with their games?
Yes, we have got. I know because I'm a really avid Arsenal fan. I'm not looking at my phone. We've got Everton away. See, that's going to be
close. That'll be close. I mean, Everton have been doing good recently, haven't they? They've bagged a few points. Yeah. What do you make of that? Look, give us your match prediction. What's the score going to be, and then we'll shut it off.
Okay, we're going to beat Everton, even though I feel like we might not. But I think we're going to beat Everton. It won't be comfortable. I say it's going to be a goal fest. 3-2 Arsenal.
Nice.
Yeah, goals from Laka, Oba, and Ozil because he was amazing on Monday. Got man of the match. And goals for Everton from Richarlison and Sigurdsson. There we go.
You've done your research there.
Do go stick that bet on now. 3-2 away win to Arsenal. Those 5 goal scorers. Betfair will give you odds of. No, I don't know. Yeah, that's my prediction. What's your prediction for who's your game of the weekend? Let's have a look.
We haven't got one.
Oh, you haven't got one. So what's your prediction?
We got Champions League, haven't we? So I predict 7-0 to Man United
against Barcelona.
All Lionel Messi own goals. No, I don't. What can you say? A draw. I'm going to go with a draw. I think, especially the way we played tonight, we've got to improve, and we've got to give the fans something to cheer about. A draw at least. That's what we want, really. We're not going to win against Barcelona, even at home. Let's face it.
All right,
I hope we do, but being really realistic.
First legs at Old Trafford.
Yes.
Never know. We did it once. We did it with a terrible team. We beat Barca at home once. Arshavin scored the winner. Arshavin, do you remember him? That little Russian guy that everyone wanted, and then he just got facts. He ate loads of
used to call him Arshavin, but yeah. It did make sense, didn't it?
He got really fat. He liked biscuits, apparently. Loved a biscuit.
And you beat Real Madrid away as well with Thierry Henry, didn't you?
Oh, that was like, mate, that was part Invincible squad. That was 2005-06 season when we were in the final. Yeah, that was the first English club to beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, I believe. I think.
Possibly, yeah. No, I think you might be right.
The only club. I don't know. I have to check that out.
Score at the Bernabeu.
No, to win at the Bernabeu.
Yeah. Probably. I don't even think Tottenham did. Man United haven't recently. I can't remember any other clubs from England that have played them away. No, yeah, I think you might be right. Dan, anyway, thank you very much for joining us.
Pleasure, mate.
And we'll see you again soon, right?
Yeah, speak soon, mate. Take care.
Thank you, everybody. And please do subscribe, like, and share. And Dan, if you've got a Twitter or anything, you can shout that out.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Dan Michael King.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks, Dan, and goodbye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.